Hey, are you a realtor who's saving for your future? Are you with a company that offers stock, or are you publicly traded with a corporate stock, like through a franchise, like I think Remax, and pretty sure Remax is, yeah, it is because I bought their stock. Or like a Keller Williams, they have stock too. Or an EXP, which is a meta company, a lot better to be with as far as the stock because the agents own that and can do that. So let me explain something because I'm going to talk to you about dollar cost averaging here. So if you like this kind of stuff, subscribe below, stay tuned. I normally don't go off on the money part of it, but I was thinking about it the other day because the market's been moving in the past week. And the market's been moving up considerably for the Meta stocks and other tech stocks as well. So Meta is a cloud-based company, a real estate company in our case, and I'm with EXP. Our stock has been going back up. I really like that. The whole industry of stocks always goes up and down. That's just a fact, right? And it's based on so many variables. And I don't want to compare myself to another company. I'm just going to kind of give facts. So Real, which is a meta company as well, real estate, they also have stock, and we have stock. I think we're the only two meta companies out there that actually have publicly traded stocks. It could be wrong. So what I was thinking about the other day is the dollar cost averaging component to it. So I did financial planning for 23 years, sold mutual funds, things like that in my business. And people would buy a mutual fund by, let's say, putting in $100 a month. That same $100 a month would buy whatever amount of stocks that was available because the price would fluctuate, right? Just as ours does. And so what I saw and what was a fact was that over time, typically the market would go up, right? It may take some big dips. It could even have huge dips, but typically over time, it would go up. And if you consistently invested over a period of time, your money would grow and grow substantially. I had one client that she'd been investing into mutual funds for 32 years, same dollar amount every single month, and she had over $1 million. It was really interesting. Now she was in a growth fund. So I'm comparing this now because this is what triggered my thinking was our own stock at EXP. And that ticker symbol is EXPI if you're interested. Now we're a meta company. The majority of the stock owners here, holders, are either agents, former agents that may have left, or publicly traded that it's out there for people to do, as well as the employees and the founder of the EXP, right? So the beauty of that is when there's boards making decisions about where the company's going, the majority of our company is controlled by its real estate agents. The majority, I think it's well over 70%. That's a big majority. But back to my dollar cost averaging. So what is great about this is we get 5% of our commission. We're allowed to buy stock, company stock, the EXPI, at a 5% discount in this window in time. Used to be more. I used to get a lot more stock with that. But that's when there were fewer agents and they were incentivizing the agents to share it with other people, talk about this company, bring agents to EXP. They still do. That's how they incentivize us. And it's a very good incentive because it's a great company. That's why I do it. And it's win-win. So anyway, what I noticed this week was the stock was going up, right? And so I started to think about how do I get this stock? Well, I get it by doing the 5% with every deal that I do. Let's say you did one a month. Maybe you don't, maybe do more, maybe do less, I don't know. But let's say you did one a month. And of course the price points are all over the place. Some may be an average, that you're kind of an average 3, 4, 500 million, whatever you are. But you're consistently going to be doing the same amount because it's 5% at that 5% discount. It's also liquid in 30 days if you wanted to liquidate it. And now you haven't. You've been letting it accumulate, right? So now you're accumulating it. And what's happening is when the stock was up a little bit, you bought less shares. When the stock was down in that dollar amount, you got more shares. So what happens is over time, like I was telling you with a mutual fund, over time, historically, they have typically gone up. Now that's not true in all things. Stocks are a little riskier. And mutual funds are meant to balance it all out. Like you're picking a portfolio of a group of growth funds, stocks, let's say, in a growth fund where lots of different companies, you're diversifying your risk. So, but for me, I mean, if you believe in the company and you want to do a piece of your portfolio in it, that makes sense, whether you're with EXP or another company. Now, it's different at Remax and Keller Williams because those are not majority owned by the realtors. They're just not. So they have more, they're more controlled about where the company direction has to go based on how the stockholders vote. Well, if over 70% of EXP agents are the majority of the stockholders and they want to do something in favor of the company, it's going to lean that way. See what I'm talking about? So many agents that I know at EXP have done this process, and I always encourage every agent to consider that 5% of their commission, because most don't say this is a retirement account in a sense that you can create. Now it's all taxable, there's no tax breaks here by that. The fact that you're getting a discount is great. The fact that it's liquid is great for emergencies. We have a lot of emergencies, right? So I just want you to think about that as you're thinking about what's your end game in real estate, because so many of us are on that hamster wheel and we are just going from paycheck to paycheck, but our standard of living has gone up as we started to make more money, but we haven't necessarily planned properly in the future. This stock option thing is important. If you're not with EXP and you are thinking, maybe I should be with EXP, call me. Let's set up a business strategy call and see about just the discussion on that, right? If not, I encourage you to get with the financial planner and start talking to them about mutual funds and dollar cost averaging, because it is powerful. And you pick the types of funds that are best for you. If you hear some snoring, that's my buddy. He's down by my feet today and he's always snoring. Anyway, if you like these kinds of videos, stay tuned. Short and sweet. I'm looking for people that are looking for me that want to grow in this business with EXP. If not, you'll just learn some stuff and you can share it with anybody you want. If you've got questions, please ask them below. Love to learn what your questions are on this topic. See you later.